On a quiet night, under a starry and silent sky, a magical story began to unfold in Bethlehem. It was the story of Christmas, a story of love, hope, and light. In a small town called Nazareth lived Mary, a kind and faithful young woman. One day, while she was at home, something extraordinary happened. An angel, surrounded by a radiant light, appeared before her and spoke in a gentle voice. "Mary, do not be afraid. God has chosen you for something wonderful. You will have a son, and you shall call him Jesus. He will be the Son of God, the Savior of the world." Mary was surprised, but her faith was great. Even without understanding everything, she smiled and said, "Let it be so, according to God's will." Meanwhile, Joseph, Mary's fiancé, also received a special message. In a dream, an angel appeared and said, "Joseph, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife. The baby she carries is the Son of God, sent to bring salvation to the world." When he woke up, Joseph was determined. He would care for Mary and that special child with all his love and dedication. Shortly after, news arrived. Everyone had to travel to their hometowns to participate in a census. So Mary and Joseph set out for Bethlehem. The journey was long and tiring. Mary, riding on a little donkey, and Joseph, walking by her side, faced difficult paths but carried hearts full of hope. When they finally arrived in the small town, they discovered that there was no place for them to stay. After knocking on many doors, someone offered them a stable. It wasn't a comfortable place, but it was quiet and welcoming. And there, among the soft hay and the animals that watched silently, something wonderful happened. Mary gave birth to her son, Jesus. He was small, fragile, and so precious. Joseph prepared a manger with the cleanest hay he could find. And there the baby was laid. On the hills near Bethlehem, some shepherds were tending their sheep when, suddenly, the sky filled with light, and an angel appeared. The shepherds were frightened, but the angel said, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news. Today, in Bethlehem, the Savior has been born, Christ the Lord. You will find him in a stable, lying in a manger." The shepherds, overwhelmed with joy, ran to Bethlehem. When they found Mary, Joseph, and the little Jesus, their hearts were filled with wonder. They knew they were witnessing something divine and gave thanks to God for this precious gift. Far away in the east, 3 wise men observed a bright star in the sky. They knew that the star announced the birth of a great king. Guided by its light, they traveled for many days until they found Jesus. Upon arriving, they offered gifts fit for a king: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And so, on that magical night, everyone who was there, Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, the wise men, and even the animals in the stable, celebrated the birth of Jesus. He brought a message of love, hope, and peace to the world. This is why we celebrate Christmas to this day. It is a reminder of that special night when God's love was made present among us. May we, in every Christmas, spread this love in our hearts and throughout the world.